Sooner or later, if you follow Jesus, he's going to ask you to do something that doesn't make sense. He's going to ask you to do something that's way out of your comfort zone. He's going to ask you to do something that goes against the grain or goes against what you've always done before. This is what's happening in Luke chapter 5. We see Simon Peter has been out all night fishing. He's on the beach cleaning out his nets, getting ready to go take a nap because it's been a long night. He's had no productivity, no fish to sell, and his night has been a failure. And Jesus, when he's done teaching, he looks over at Simon and he says, "Hey, let's go fishing. Take me out." Now, Simon at this point has a tough choice to make because everybody on the Sea of Galilee, every professional fisherman knows, nobody fishes during the daytime. You do your fishing at night because that's when the fish swim to the top. It's cooler outside. The heat of the day makes the fish go deep. The cool of the night brings them to the top so they can feed, and that's when you fish. And Peter was just out there all night and he didn't catch a single fish. And now it's day, the sun is coming up, it's getting hot. He knows the fish are not on the top, they're on the bottom. And here's this teacher, this preacher asking him to take him fishing. Now Simon Peter could have said, "No thank you, this is not how we do things around here. No thank you, I've never fished in the day before because I know it doesn't work. No thank you, that's not the way I've always done it before." If you've ever thought those things, if you've ever even said those things, it might stand in complete opposition to what Jesus is asking you to do. Because Jesus was asking Simon to do something out of his comfort zone, out of his routine. It really didn't make sense. It was certainly the wrong time, and yet it was Jesus who was asking, and so Simon Peter listened. And Simon Peter, there was something in him that recognized the authority of Jesus. And even though it didn't make sense, and even though he thought it was the wrong time, and even though he had never done it like that before, Simon Peter agreed to do what Jesus said. Simon takes Peter in his boat, pushes out from shore, drops his net. The Bible says he caught so many fish that day that his boat almost sank. I wonder how many blessings we all miss because our attitude is, "I've never tried it like that before," or "this doesn't make sense," or "this is the wrong time." When Jesus asks you to do something, we don't need to come back at him with, "It doesn't make sense, it's the wrong time, I've never done it like that before." We need to respond to him with, because it's you, Jesus, I will trust you and I will do this." So it's really important that we do two things when we feel like Jesus is asking us to do something out of our comfort zone, out of the way we've always done things. One is to recognize his voice, to know it's him asking us to do this thing, not our own mind, not our enemy, not the crowd, but it's Jesus. And the only way to know the voice of Jesus is to be in his word and study it and know what he would and would not say to you. So if you're going to get out of your comfort zone and do something big and be blessed by Jesus, you have to know his voice. And the second thing is you can't hold on to the past. If Peter had held on to the past and said, "I've never done it like that before, that's not how I do it, it's never been done like this before," then Peter would have missed an incredible blessing, and we probably wouldn't have known the name Peter because it was this moment that made Peter a follower of Jesus. So you have to recognize the voice of Jesus, trust the direction of Jesus. Even when he asks you to do something that doesn't make sense, it's the wrong time, and you've never done it that way before. You can trust Jesus when he speaks, you can trust his direction, and when you do, you will be blessed. For Peter, it was fish. I don't know what it might be for you, but I just know when you hear him ask you to do something, respond positively, say yes, even if it doesn't make sense, and God will bless you.